All right, guys, weekly stimulus for the week of February 16th. One more week till open. Open will be starting on Thursday, February 26th at 8 o'clock. You'll get your first workout. So, guys, again, the Open. Open is a really great community event that we run at the gym. All right, whether you're participating on the teams or you just decide to come and do the workouts, or you can just commit to Mondays and doing the workouts. It's a really good time for us at the gym. So come and support your friends. Come and do the workouts over the weekend because we do a nice job creating a competitive and fun environment. All right, so that you can look forward to that next week. We will have an adjusted schedule on Saturdays and Sundays as well because of the Open for 3 weeks. All right, Monday. Monday is 3 every minute on the minute EMOMs. That last 5 rounds, okay? All right, so you'll do every minute on the minute for 5 rounds, 3 times. The first one is 4 cleans, 3 jerks. The next one is 3 and 2 jerks, and then 2 cleans and 1 jerk. They're all power cleans. Goal here is to be making weight changes as you go ahead and get to the lighter repetitions. First round, essentially a warm-up. But again, I would use a couple of weights there. Same thing on the 3-2, and then on the 2-1, that's where I would go ahead and really focus on getting heavy. Singles here, all right, until you get to that last clean, then all of the jerks should be unbroken. And again, mix and match there, all right? Round 1, 2 push jerk, 1 split, 1 and 1 on the next one, and I would split jerk the last ones, but that's me. Take a break, clean everything up, get your bars out of the way, all right? You need a dumbbell, you need a wall ball. Climbing by 10 every round. You will climb as high as you can. That is a 14-minute AMRAP. We see workouts like this in Open all the time, all right? Simple couplets, all right, that are 10 to 15 minutes long. 10 dumbbell snatches, that's alternating. 10 wall ball, then 20-20, 30-30, 40-40. This is a challenging workout as the reps go up, so I would be breaking up the wall ball early and often. Quick sets of 5 is always a good way to go. That's my opinion. All right. Tuesday. Tuesday is our typical kind of intervals that we like to do here. All right. This one's lasting 90 seconds. So you'll work for 90. You'll rest for 90. You'll work for 90. You'll rest for 90. All right. That's 6 rounds. You'll do 6 rounds of that. All right. Or 6 minutes, I should say. And you'll do 6 rounds. This lasts about 35 minutes with the breaks. So there's buy-ins. The first AMRAP for 90 seconds has a buy-in of bench press and deadlift. And then time remaining, you'll pick up the jump rope and do as many double unders, crossovers, singles that you can. Then you'll rest. Then you'll go ahead and hop on into the rower. All right, 21-18 on the row. Time remaining, burpee box, jump overs. You can scale those to burpee box. Get overs, if you do the get overs, box should be 24 inches. If you're jumping, 20-24 is acceptable. All right, but on this, the row, you're going to have to push a little bit. All right. You could get the row done pretty efficiently, all right, in around a minute, minute 10, all right, minute 15 if you're slow, but you're not going to have a lot of time, all right, on the burpee box jump over, which could be a nice little strategy there if you don't like to do burpee box jump overs. Okay, but this will also be set up pretty close. All right, so coaches, all right, you'll have a rower, you'll have a box, all right, so the transitions will be simple. Also, when you have big classes, you will be allowed to have everybody go straight down, all right, on the bench press. What you guys can do too as well, if you have very busy classes, reach out to us on the coaches thread, and I'll give you a strategy on the bench because that's a workout that could back up a little bit, all right? That's Tuesday. Wednesday is back squat week number 2. All right, so this is actually going to go 6 sets, 6 by 4 repetitions. Should be a little heavier than last week. If you weren't here week 1, be smart on those first couple of sets. We're only doing 4 sets of the pull-ups, even though there are 6 sets of squatting. So just figure it out. Maybe do 2 sets, take a set off, and then do 2 more sets. That's up to you. Then we have a nice little open tester, another AMRAP, 11 minutes. I know a lot of people don't like these because you don't really know how fast to go or how many rounds you're going to get. Keep a nice pace for about half of the time and then think about what you can speed up a little bit. All right, so this is 1 rope climb, 7 box jump overs, all right, and 3 wall walks. So All right, this is going to move nice and straight, all right, pretty much from the middle of the gym towards the wall and then back. So 11 minutes, not a lot of time. I think you're going to get a lot of rounds here. I think people that are pretty fast are going to get rounds in a minute, maybe under a minute. So I don't know how long they're going to be able to hold that, but I think it is doable. So you're looking at probably somewhere between like 7 and 9 rounds, I think, or into the 9th round. That is Wednesday. Thursday is a ladder. It lasts 34 minutes. Okay, so if you can climb this ladder as far as you can, it's real simple. Round 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Round 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And that's how it goes down. There is an adjustment on the bike once the bike gets to 15 for the ladies, all right? But that's the ladder, all right? Start at the top. You did 1 last time, you do 2. The next round, movement, you do 4. If you start with 3, it's 3, 6, 9. So whatever number you start with the bar muscle up, okay, you'll just go ahead and add that number all the way. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and so on. All right, again, there is an adjustment on the bike for the ladies. If you're not doing bar muscle up, it's 2 to 1 on chest to bar or regular pull-ups. So that might be a little bit, annoying as far as the rounds and how they work out. But climb that ladder as far as you can, 34 minutes, nice and slow. It's burpee, it's shoulder to overhead, it's hang power clean, it's burpee over the bar, and it's a bike. Fun times. All right. Friday. I like these workouts. I like workouts that have breaks, quite frankly. But that's me. This is dominoes, right? So 30 seconds, max rep toe to bar. 30 seconds is actually a lot longer than you think, all right? Someone who can go unbroken for 30 seconds can get 15, 20 reps somewhere around that number. There is no break in between, all right? So you go 30 seconds for each movement. 30 seconds toe to bar, pick up the jump rope. 30 seconds jump rope, pick up the barbell. Overhead squat for 30 seconds, all right? This is a day you can back rack it if you feel comfortable. Instead of dropping the bar on the last or when the time clocks at 30 seconds, you could take that overhead squat bar, put it onto your back for your reverse lunges. So here's the deal. It's the leg exercise back to back to keep for the efficiency. So go nice and slow and steady on the lunges. It's not going to be a heavy weight because it's going to be dictated on the weight that you're going to do for the overhead squat. If you're not doing overhead squat, you'll scale to front squat. All right, so that might be a challenge where you go ahead and have to just pick a number that you do. I would say if you're getting more than 12 reps on the overhead squat, just cap yourself, all right? On the lunges, if you're doing more than 20 total lunges, 10 aside, cap yourself at that number, all right? Okay, especially if you're using a pretty light weight. So it kind of goes in a waterfall heat. So toe to bar goes for the first 30 seconds, all right? Only 3 people in a group, all right? Because you only have the skier. So 3 people toe to bar, 30 seconds beeps, 30 seconds, everybody moves forward, and everybody moves forward, just like that, all right? So it's going to take over 2 minutes, all right, before everybody's working at the same time. Does that make sense? If it doesn't, coaches, reach out to me. Again, you're doing it like in a shotgun start. So heat 1 is here, heat 2 is behind them. Everybody starts with the toe to bar and goes straight down, all right? If you run an every 30-second clock, it's going to run to 10 and restart itself because there is a 2-minute and 30-second break. So essentially there's 5 beeps, okay, that you'll be breaking on. Again, coaches, if you have an issue, let me know. Saturday's a classic, Fight Gone Bad. The only thing that we're going to do just from a logistics standpoint is we're going to go ahead and do sumo deadlift high pull with a kettlebell. All right, coaches, you'll just review that as well, but just going to minimize the amount of barbells on the floor. This can be a pretty chaotic workout. It's wall ball 1 minute, high pull 1 minute, box jump 1 minute, push press 1 minute, row cal, rest 2 minutes, do it again 5 times. Sunday is a partner workout. It has a buy-in of a 2K row or a 96-74 assault bike. In between, there's rounds of going down, 50, 40, 30, 20, and 10. Of dumbbell hang clean and overhead, burpee, and pull-up. That's our week. Good talk.